Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you for joining me for another timeless tarot reading. I'm going to start by clearing the energy with my bell. I call upon my guides, my angels, ancestors, and galactic family to channel through me the messages that they will need to hear at the time that this reaches them. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. I love you, I love you, I love you. Let's see what is going on today. I'm gonna start with my crystal tarot deck. I just need a little extra shuffling today. What insight do you have for this collective? Feel that one? This one? Okay. Start with these. So we have 10 of Wands energy. I love and care for myself first. I'm feeling the essence of something that you might be doing or carrying right now. Like you're carrying your self-care very highly. It's a priority, or it should be a priority for yourself at this time. To really take the time to give your body what it needs, your mind. Really to take a step back if you're feeling overwhelmed, or if you're like losing sight of a goal. This can be a call to pull back and recenter yourself and pour that love into yourself and fulfill yourself up a little bit before reorientating to go back after that goal, or if you're feeling a little overwhelmed at the moment. But 10 of Wands could also represent a little bit of cluttered thinking. So if you're feeling a little all over the place with your thoughts, or maybe even your feelings as well, it might be beneficial to take some time to decompress and to find peace, however that looks for you. Whether it's through art or dance or yoga or reading or a walk or music. I'm feeling like you need to tap into something that can clear your mind and recenter yourself. Maybe take a bath or get a favorite drink or something as well. And there's just like this call to don't overcommit to things if you're not feeling up to it. You know, we need to show up for ourselves first, and if somebody is demanding a lot of time or energy and you want to people please and say yes, maybe you should rethink that and make a decision that's best for you, not best for the other person at this specific moment. And really be aware of your energy budgets and your emotional budgets. And try not to take other people's problems as your own. It can be really easy to do that, especially when it's people we love or people we're close to, like family or friends or partners. But we need to keep our separation and keep putting our stuff in one box and their stuff is their stuff. And especially if you're an empath, it can be really easy to take on their struggles, but taking on their struggles doesn't really help them if you're also feeling stressed or depressed or whatever it may be. It can be more helpful to just support without taking it on. Just be there and listen, but you don't have to absorb all of that energy. So maybe some shielding and making sure that you prioritize yourself. Even in a relationship, you need to make sure that you're filling your own cup. It's not anybody's responsibility to fill up yourself. That's on you. So you have to really take care of yourself, make yourself a priority. And the more that you treat yourself beautifully and with care and love and forgiveness, the more you're going to be able to give. We have King of Wands. I am successful in all I do. There's a big accomplishment energy that's coming through. I'm really drawn to the sunflowers. So maybe sunflowers or these big yellow flowers might have a specific synchronicity or symbology for some of you, but Sun King is coming through to me. And you also might be someone who's really cyclical and in touch with nature and the rhythms of the seasons. And like when we start entering the summer season, like we're about to be entering May soon, it could be your time to shine, your time to flourish. Maybe you're like a summer king or a summer queen, and you're like embodying the sun, and the sun sort of gives you this energy and this motivation. I'm also drawn to the fire. So I'm getting a lot of fiery energy, a lot of passion towards something. So maybe we're entering this new season of a lot of fire, a lot of passion, a lot of new opportunities, and claiming what is meant for us in this summer season. And I feel like nothing's going to be holding you back. And maybe as we're entering this King of Wands energy, you get so focused on this passion, you might neglect yourself. I mean, that's happened to me, where you're like so hyper focused on something you want to do that you're super passionate about, that you pour all your energy into it, and then all of a sudden like you realize like you haven't eaten or drank because you're so focused on accomplishing or just diving headfirst into this amazing pursuit. Could be a creative project, could be a work, could be science. It's really going to depend on you, but you'll feel the passion. But there's this ambition, this inspiration, like this spark of inspiration, and the spark turns into like this roaring flame. And he's holding the wand, which is also exuding the same energy. So like you hold the key, you hold the wand of inspiration, you hold the wand of success. There's this feeling of expressiveness, this expressing how you feel, expressing through your passions and being dedicated. And there could be a little bit of an entrepreneurial spirit. Like you really want to blossom and bloom long-term financial success for yourself. You have these long-term overarching goals And you're accomplishing those while you're igniting your passion. And maybe your passion and your passion project is going to be the thing that ultimately gives you that success, that financial freedom and stability. But there's definitely a following of this ambition, and you're going to be supported as you do it. Like I see, it could be guides, could be family, but there's like, I'm seeing Mother Gaia adding support, like vines holding you, like supporting you. Because you might feel so excited and joyful and like you're running on the track that sometimes you might like start lifting off the ground, and Mother Gaia might need to keep you a little bit rooted as you get so excited working on this passion project. And you might also be feeling inspired to like stand apart from the crowd, to expand your networks, to deepen your knowledge, to really step out and be seen. It's like he's stepping out, he's lifting his chin. It's like he's proud to be seen and known for his uniqueness, your ingenious ways of thinking, your creative ideas. And it's like a different way of looking or seeing the world. And it's not pride or prideful, not that like no ego of like I'm better than someone. You just have a different perspective or a different way of viewing things or a new creative idea that needs to be shared and seen and celebrated. I mean, there's this forward motion that's really coming through, and it's like you're here not to be passive. You're here to take the lead. You're here to dare to be different and to publicize what you do. Publicize your art, publicize your science, publicize your voice, your writing, your creative ideas. You know, even if you're really good budgeting, sharing your budgeting tools, like whatever it is that you're passionate about. But the way that you look at things is a unique perspective, and the way that you see the world is a unique perspective, and the way you carry yourself is unique, and that is something to be shared. And there's definitely success, like huge success, all these blossoming flowers. It's like if you follow your passion and you really dare to be different and dare to be bold and follow without fear and worry about what others may be thinking, as well as reminding to take care of yourself. I really feel like this I love and care for myself is going to be related to you taking off and maybe getting carried away. And it's a reminder not to forget to self-care while you're busy working on whatever you're trying to bring into being. But there's success. It says, I'm successful in all I do. You're a successful person. And even if you're just a mother, and like, I hate even saying just a mother. A mother is one of like the hardest, toughest jobs in the world. It can also be the most rewarding job. You are growing human beings. You are watching them develop. You are nurturing them. You are seeding beautiful life. And that can't be understated. Like, your child's happiness and health is success. And if it's your animals or you're caring for animals, their happiness and their health can be a massive success. Or it could be business or art. You know, it really depends on the person. But you are meant to shine. You are meant to be rewarded for daring to lead, for daring to be shown. When you show up for yourself, and then you follow your passions, you will be rewarded. It's like it's almost like you're exuding this fire, this sun, this bright energy, and that's supposed to be reflected back to you. If you're pouring out love, love is what will be reflected back to you. If you're giving out all this peaceful energy and supporting peace, peace will be given back to you. Love too. Lots of love. If this isn't success in a financial thing or a business thing or being seen, it could be success in just a project getting funded, or a romantic connection coming forward that's going to meet you at this king energy, that's not going to be pulling you down, that's going to be fueling your passions. Then we got the Knight of Wands. I make decisions without pressure. This is very interesting. We're getting so much wand energy this week, and this big golden burst of energy, this sunny sunflower type of energy coming through. And it's really beautiful and fascinating. I myself recently planted some sunflowers, and maybe you're gardening too. Like, it all depends on you, what the flowers symbolize. They could be the fruits of your projects that you've been nurturing and growing around you. And this is, I make decisions without pressure. So if you're in this king energy and you might be presented a lot of opportunities or options to work with other people or funding or success, this is about your decisiveness and not being impulsive with your decisions, to really thinking it through. And even if someone's trying to pressure you to go down one road, you don't have to do that. That might not be what's best for you, despite what other people are saying or pressuring. Take your time to really think about the long-term effects of your choices and your decisions, and not just the quick short-term benefit. But there's this charisma, there's this fiery full of energy, like they're holding a fire in their hand or exuding fire in their hand. And you might have a connection to fire elemental energy, or just carry a fiery spirit within you, energetic, passionate. You could spark new ideas, you could spark flames in other people just by your energy. It's like swift movement, like there could be an unexpected turn of events coming through, or there's this like sudden conversation that moves you forward. Maybe previously you're feeling a little stuck, and then all of a sudden something starts igniting movement within you. Like you get fuel from a conversation or a change of events. There could be sudden inspiration that hits you, and you're just going to roll with it, as long as it's for the highest and best good. There also could be like a sudden, like there's this sly look in his eyes, so maybe there's a subtle flirtation, a subtle attraction that comes forward. Maybe someone gives you a look while you're out and about, and there's like a little bit of flirtation, a little bit of passion. You might meet somebody. But the knight will bring his energy wherever he goes. So it's this strength, this fire, this charisma is really coming forward. But it's saying try not to get caught up too soon in something. Whether that's a person or relationship, and you want to go head first and dive in, and then you kind of start losing sight of yourself or of other goals, it's like really take your time. Even if you have this fire, this spark, and everything feels amazing, we should still try to go at a pace that's sustainable. We don't want to go too hard, too fast, and then burn out. So just take into consideration what potentially you will be offered with, and maybe do some pros and cons about how you move forward with that decision or how you move about those things. And there could be like a house change, like maybe you're gonna move. This card is movement, a lot of movement. So maybe you might be physically moving locations and going to a new area or a new living arrangement. But the speed could also be the speed of the success that you're going to reach. It's like there's this fast track. It's like you're on the fast track now. You're on the fast track is what they're saying. So maybe you even timeline jumped or shed the last layer of something you needed to shed so you can really just start going towards all the beauty and success you're meant to have. You're meant to have it. You're meant to be seen. You're meant to be celebrated. You're meant to be successful. You're meant to follow your passions and be supported and loved. And to have people that support you and meet you where you're at and meet your energy. I'm going to see. These two want to come out. So let's do these two of my other tarot deck. So we have Three of Pentacles. And as always, these cards are tools essentially. So we are the channelers. We give the cards power. The cards are not powerful. We're the power, we're the channel, we're the intuitive. And so if you're looking at these cards and you see a different message, or you feel a certain way when you look at certain aspects of the card, like follow your intuition. I encourage you to try and focus and get in tune with what you feel and what the images bring about in you, and tune in and see what these cards have for you. There could be extra layers of meaning that you're gaining from them that I don't, because I don't have your specific symbology and intuition. So always tap in, and I encourage you to look at these cards in ways and gain extra insight for yourself. So this Three of Pentacles energy, there's this support. Like when you show your work, you're going to be given support. That's a message coming through. It's like whatever you're doing needs to be seen, and when people see it, they're going to be like, wow, that's such a good project. That's such a good idea. Like that's going to help so many people, or that's going to be so inspiring, and other people might just want to come to your aid when you step up and you show off what you've been working on and what you want to achieve, and people might rise up to support you and believe in what you believe in. Whatever you're building. Could be a relationship, could be home, business, projects, could even be something around the house, could be remodeling, could be gardening, could be art. Who knows? It really depends on you. But this card is giving artisan, like you're meticulous, and whatever you're passionate about, you really are paying attention to the details of it to make sure that it happens, and you're creating something so beautiful, and it's like you're giving this extra attention to detail to every aspect of what you're trying to create or build. And there will be an appreciative audience for whatever you share. You're meant to be seen. Your words are meant to be shared. Your art is meant to be seen. It's needed. Your voice, your energy, whatever you're creating, even if it's little humans, the beautiful creation, they're meant to be seen. You're meant to be seen and heard and supported. They're saying this is the path to further success and potential future income. The demonstration of your skills, of your gifts, of your abilities. will be rewarded. It's like I see all the growth around her. I see the stars on her head, this thoughtful gaze that you're really putting a lot of thought into whatever you're creating and building. And there's all this growth, like this supportive growth, this financial support that's just a reflection of your aura. It's like these stars is like the beauty and the beauty that you're sharing with the world. Whether that's aspects of yourself or your projects or your business or your research or whatever you're creating. And then the reflection, there could be a monetary reflection that will be meeting you for being bold enough to share. They're saying careful selection. So whatever that might mean to you, careful selection of how you're building whatever you're building on, or what offers you might get, who you want to work with. It's going to really depend on you. But also, like, you might be carefully selected to be seen, to be heard, to shine. We're all meant to shine, but we each have our specific niches or talents or skills that are unique to us. Your energy is unique to you. Then we have the Page of Swords energy. I love this energy. It's a lot of movement. It's a lot of motion. It goes very well with this Knight of Wands energy. You can really see the wind in this card, like whipping through. It's like the wind will be at your back. It's no longer going to be an uphill battle. Whatever you're creating, whatever you're going after, it's like you're meant to receive. There's this sharp mind too. It's like you're an artisan, but you're not naive about things. You make clear decisions. You're going to think carefully about what you do, and it's like your artistry and this creative artistry aspect of yourself also has this logical sharpness of mind that doesn't just get swept away with the idea, but is taking action on the idea, taking action on the project, the new career, the new job, the whatever thing you're pursuing. And just to be mindful of official documents, contracts that might be coming up, or application forms. Just pay extra attention to detail and make sure all the information is clear and complete. As we're swept up in this wind, as we're swept up in this movement energy with the Knight of Wands, we just need to make sure that we're still taking that attention to detail that the artisan has, so nothing can be misconstrued, and that if you're presented with offers, job offers or applications, really read through what they're asking of you and what they're willing to give you, and know that you're able to negotiate. You're worth a lot, so don't accept less than what you're worth. But that doesn't mean you have to turn something down. Like, it's okay to be bold and be like, I think I'm worth a little bit more. And they might be like, yeah, you're right. And then meet you at least halfway. It's this control. I'm hearing like you're going to stay in control. Control of yourself, control of your emotions, control of the trajectory on this fast track, to make sure you're still headed towards this King of Wands success energy, this blossoming energy. Because we're in control of our destiny, like there are multiple things we could do that would be beautiful additions to Earth's energy, to our collective energy. Let's see. This one? I'm going to do both. Oh, perfect. So we have joy and authority. The hummingbird. I don't know about you guys, but the hummingbirds are back where I am. And I love hearing them zip and, you know, their little like chirps and everything. But hummingbirds embody joy. But besides joy, and besides this lighten up energy, so maybe some of you need to take some time to play into self-care if you're diving headfirst into something. So it could be, you know, for some of you to pull back and to recenter and take some self-care to not get too lost in the sauce. But for me, you know how fast hummingbirds are. Like, they're one of the fastest birds. And there's this fastness I keep feeling, this momentum, you know, like a race car, like a fast bird, like the wind, fast as the wind, faster than your feet, as fast as flames can travel. There's this speed to you, and it's like things are going to be speeding up as we enter like this blossom energy. It's like when the flowers are starting to be in full bloom, like you are speeding right to, I'm also getting, you're speeding right to your nectar, to your success, to your reward. You're on this fast track to reach like the sweet nectar of whatever you've been cultivating. It's so interesting. The all these cards, you know, and the animals, they kind of take on different meanings depending on the energy that's coming through. And then we have Moose. You know what's best for you. This is again a call of your authority and having control over your decisions and not being pressured into anything that isn't what's best for you. Don't feel pressured into something by other people or society. It could even be something like just a societal expectation you're feeling pressured to give into. But if that's not what's best for you, you need to carve your own path and be bold and be brave and be different and be unique and follow the path that is most rewarding. As long as you have financial, stability. We don't want to be homeless while we're pursuing our passion, but it's okay to maybe do two things at once. Have something that's supporting you in the meantime while you're building your business or building up your creative pursuit. And so you have some income to support you. So when that business takes off, you're ready. And I'm drawn to like this fall foliage, but this could also be flowers. Like I'm reading it as like more blooming, more flowers. But you see how he's like standing out and he's like even going off of the card, his antlers and his face. It's like you're not meant to fit in a box. You're not meant to be in this mold. You're meant to break out of it and be your own thing, whatever that is. Your own person, your own creative expression or pursuit. You might not go on the path that everyone does. You might choose your own path, which is unique. You might tap into your gifts. Oh my gosh, a hummingbird just went by the window. So, you're being supported by these animals and this energy, like this Gaia energy, your guides, these beautiful spirit team that you have. I feel like they're cheering you on and they're saying, yeah, you can do it. Don't be afraid to break the mold is something that's coming through. So let's see what the horses have. Man, I don't know about you guys, but this year of the horses have been contacting me very consistently in meditation and dream space. This says, Inuit, find your own unique voice and let your feelings sing out. That's what I'm saying. That's what the guides are saying. yeah, maybe you are in this process of finding your voice, of standing up. And when you do, it's going to echo. And people might be a little shook that you're choosing your own path and you're breaking the mold and, potentially breaking stereotypes as well. And you're just letting your voice out, and your feelings. Maybe you also just like to sing, because singing and listening to music can be very therapeutic. Maybe you're a singing artist. Maybe you're going to be getting more gigs. Who knows? You're meant to be heard. You're meant to be seen. And especially if you're poetic and you love putting emotion in the songs you write, or just listening and singing to songs and feeling connected. There's a beauty in that, and the world needs to hear your voice. Even if you say you sing badly or you dance poorly, it's not about that. It's about the emotion. It's about the passion that you have, and the love and the light and those feel-goods being put out in the world. Feel-good feelings. And just finding your voice. And when you find your voice, other people will be there to support you. It's like when you sing and you show your true colors and you're bold and you're brave and you put yourself out there, people are going to resonate to your energy and support you and want to be a part of that. It's like this yin-yang dance. It's like they want to support you. They want to play and dance and sing and just be a part of your world in whatever capacity that's going to be for you. And maybe you have a water connection as well. Maybe you feel connected to the water elements or dolphins. That depends on you. Use your intuition. If you gain extra messages, I'd love to hear about that. Oh my goodness, honey. Create something beautiful. It will make you feel peaceful. This is gorgeous energy. So first off, I'm drawn to the bees. I love bees. The most amazing little pollinators. And they have this, beautiful hive structure. And so there is a little bit of structure coming forward of you might have this structure when approached to creating this new thing or this new business or book or music or, plans for work, even if you're in corporate or science, there's this way that you're working on it that might be a little systematic. But they're also leaving these shines wherever they go, right? It's hard to tell, but behind there's butts, there's these twinkles. And it's wherever you're working on, whether it's at work, maybe you're working with other people. And when you're assisting others, you leave behind this little sparkle that emboldens them in their day of oh, that's such a unique perspective. I never thought about that. Or talking to you makes someone smile and maybe it's the best part of their day. And maybe as you're going to and from your different activities or things you're working on throughout the day, you could be really impacting other people or even animals or plants or the energy, whatever you're around when you're focusing or working or even just going to and from different things throughout your day. It's you're spreading this twinkle as you go and you're creating this beauty, as you're going, you could be creating a beautiful environment that you're surrounded by, whether that's very physically, maybe you're growing flowers, maybe you're just creating a very peaceful home environment, or maybe you're putting new art on the walls, or maybe you're painting. It's there's this creation of something beautiful so you feel more peaceful. And maybe you already feel at peace, or maybe you're going to be doing little things to cultivate that peace or that joy or that spark of inspiration, because this is our life and we get to live it however we want. We can break the mold. When people say, oh, don't paint your house or don't use bold colors, use the bold colors. You can do whatever you want. If that's what makes you happy and brings you joy, do it. You deserve the joy. You deserve color. You deserve fun in your life. and joy, however that comes through for you. Because you shine like a star and you leave little stardust wherever you go and you spread joy. So don't forget to cultivate your own joy as well. And take time for your joy and your fun. Because like there's definitely this focus energy of like you're manifesting something. You're working on manifesting something. You're paying attention to details. You're physically creating something. And, you know, don't forget to have some fun along the way and some joy as you're on this fast track to success. Now I'm going to see if there's a Pokemon that wants to come through. They were calling me. Who wants to come through? These are my childhood cards, so there's a lot of joy, energy in them. I'm feeling like this one. Ooh. We got Grimer. And I am feeling called immediately to the full moon. Because this Friday we have a full moon coming up. And maybe you guys are going to be doing moon rituals or moon dances or celebrating the moon, or this new full moon might impact you in some way, whether you're releasing or manifesting or planting seeds or something. But just maybe pay attention to the moon energy and how you might start feeling around this moon. Because this is the flower moon. May, the first moon of May is, I believe, the flower moon. And we have all these flowers. Like we have an abundance of flowers in all these cards and these flowers and growth. And so maybe there's some sort of energy that this flower moon has for you, or it's a marker of a time of improvement or of blossom of this full moon, allowing things to grow or accelerate your growth even further. The very bottom of the card says, appears in filthy areas, thrives by sucking up polluted sludge that is pumped out of factories. Now, I see his like joy on his face, and I'm really drawn to that right now. So like his mouth is open, his eyes are wide. It's almost like he's laughing or, you know, potentially even singing. This could go along with the singing card. But I'm really drawn to this mouth. Like his mouth is open. And there's been so many messages coming forward of like stepping up and being bold and being heard and using your voice. So he might be calling you to do that as well, the way that he is poised and ready to share what he has to say. And there's also this transmutation energy, how he's able to turn yuck into energy. So maybe you've experienced a lot of maybe yucky things in your life, and instead of them mucking you up, you have been working on healing and transmuting that yuck into yum. And then they're saying, you know, don't yuck someone's yum. So, you know, maybe you like things that other people don't like, and that's okay. Or maybe you do things a little differently, and that's okay. It's meant to be heard. It's meant to be seen. But there is this gift ability of alchemy. You're an alchemist. You can transmute energy into love, into light, into passion. I'm not saying that it comes easily, but you've probably done a lot of healing and transmutation. Maybe you've worked with angels or your ancestors or blue flame or just spirit and released and let things go and let things be transmuted. And it's like this clearing energy. I feel like there's no more yuck. There's no more sticky stuff. Things are not allowed to stick to your energy right now. You're shining too brightly. You're meant to be too bold and too seen. And the way that you're moving quickly, it's like almost like you're going so quickly, or your vibration so high, things can't cling or stick to you that are lower vibrational anymore. And you've transmuted so much. so many things. And now it's your time to just sing. And maybe part of your, passion is sharing how you overcame things that you came. Maybe that's a story people need to hear. How you overcame certain things that were really difficult or hard. All right, let's see what the Galactics have to say. Okay, these are several cards, so can we get one, please? I think I'm gonna close it out with this oracle. Okay, maybe two if you need to do two, but let's do this one. Ooh, the Drifter. This is interesting. This is one I haven't yet to pull. And it says, I trust myself and I find the answers within. There's this longing gaze that she has going on right now. So maybe you're longing for something, for connection, for, maybe a new insight or meaning around a certain event. But with the Knight of Wands and Page of Swords energy, like there could be a swift turn of events coming up that is surprising and unexpected. And I see that as she's looking this way, right? Like she's longingly looking one way. And they're showing me that when she turns her head, it's like everything's different now. Now, it's like it's going from dark to light, like from night to day is the type of energy that they're showing me in this card. So even if you might having a moment of longing or of feeling maybe a little disconnected, or like you're in a dark cloud, I see these dark clouds, it will shift within an instant. And I can't tell you exactly when it will shift because that's really dependent on you and your energy, but it's meant to shift. The wind will change. So you see how there's wind and like beautiful light and clouds here? So if some of you are feeling that, there will be a shift, there will be a change, and you will be able to get that passion back, get that spark reignited and follow it. And you're still on this fast track to success. I still see her riding this horse fast as soon as it turns into day. It's like there's still going to be movement. It's okay. It's okay to have moments of feeling maybe a little down, a little lost. We're not always going to know where we're meant to be at every moment, and that's okay. But we're trusting that we know that there is something better for us, and our guides and our angels and our galactics, they will help us reorientate. They will shift things, and things will start going in our favor again. Sometimes the surrender and the trust is what allows this new dawn to happen. It says, I trust myself and I find the answers within. So there could be this intuition. So maybe if you're looking for, what's the best option? Maybe you're going to be given several options with, potential success or opportunities, right? And you're like, I don't know what's best. Maybe this is just a call to look within, and that will sort of come up for you. What is best is going to be within you, not from externally of like, oh, somebody's saying this is the best option or this is the best deal. Look within yourself. Reconnect with yourself. Reconnect with your center. And see what feels good. Try to imagine yourself following these different paths or pursuing these different opportunities and seeing what feels good in your heart and your gut and your body, because your nervous system will tell you. It's a great guidance tool. I'm also drawn to these homes. So maybe you're leaving home or gonna be finding a new home soon is something that's also coming through. But I'm feeling a lot of support. You are loved. You are guided. And you are meant to be bold. You're meant to be stepping outside of the box. And what you touch will blossom. You leave sparkles everywhere, so don't be afraid to shine and create the beauty and the joy that you need to receive. I thank you so much for being here, for listening, and feel free to show me or tell me in the comments how this was received for you, or what other messages that you intuitively picked out from the symbology of these cards. I'm sending you so much love and light.